So good morning, everybody. We'll welcome you to the August 19th, 2025 meeting of the Calvert County Board of Commissioners. At this time, I'd like to ask Pastor Cartagena if he would come forward and give us an invocation, please.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Before I begin, I wish to apologize for my attire. It was a long day of ministry yesterday, which became a long night of ministry, which became an early morning of ministry, and I've not had time to change, and so it does not reflect the deep respect I have for this body.
You're fine.
Let's pray.
Thank you.
Gracious and merciful Father, in this season of challenge and difficulty, those who are called to take on the mantle of leadership need you more now than ever before. As we balance the needs of our community, let us, Lord, lead with firmness, but also grace. That we may, Lord, be convicted, but also show love. And in the midst of everything, Father, more than anything else, we need your wisdom and your discernment to know how best to care for those who have entrusted us through their votes. Lord, I pray for this esteemed body and all those who support them, for I know, Lord, that the burden is heavy. And while they smile and they often give us their very best whenever we see them in the community, we know, Father, that there are times when they take these matters with them to bed, when, Lord, they are carrying the wants and the desires and the needs of people who depend on them. And so, Lord, in the midst of everything, may we be mindful of you and know that we always have you as our ultimate resource for everything that we need. Father, bless them in the name of our Lord and our Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
God bless you.
Thank you.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So Pastor Cartagena comes to us from the Chesapeake Church in Huntington. I want to thank you for that prayer. You fully captured what we go through, and I greatly appreciate it.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The next item on the agenda is to approve the agenda. Are there any corrections or additions to the agenda as presented?
I have none. I move that we approve and adopt the agenda as submitted.
Second.
The amended agenda, that is, as submitted.
Have a motion and a second to approve the agenda as amended. Any discussion on that motion? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. So I gotta get a little organized. Staff meeting ran until 9:59, so it takes a second. Just want to make people aware that if you've been watching, following the weather, there is a major hurricane in the Atlantic that's going to be a fish storm, which means it's not going to make landfall. At least that's what they believe at this time. But coastal areas could see some significant flooding, a little bit of storm surge. Those people live in low-lying areas know that happens on occasion, and they know how to prepare for that. So we just want to remind everybody that just pay attention to the weather. And hopefully by the end of the week, this thing will be out in the middle of the Atlantic and become a little storm that nobody's talking about. Also, as far as the Calvert County Ag Land Preservation Program, Planning and Zoning is going to present the proposed updates to the Ag Preservation Program tomorrow at 7 p.m. at the Harriet Brown Community Center. The doors open at 6 o'clock. So anybody that has a farm or a property that's interested in ag preservation should attend. Public comment period will open on August 21st. And for further questions, you can contact Jen David at jennifer.david@calvertcountymaryland.gov. So some of you may know that in order to sell your TDRs in Calvert County, you have to be in an ag preservation district. The program's been closed for, I think, 13 or 14 years. So if you weren't in an APD 13 years ago, you can't sell your TDRs. So we've been working through updating the program, making some changes to try to get it reopened so people can sign up to be able to sell their TDRs. So if you have any interest, please come out to that meeting. We also have a community survey out that talks about quality of life here in Calvert County. We appreciate residents and visitors or anyone who wants to share their opinions and experiences is encouraged to take this confidential survey about the quality of life in Calvert County. Your responses help us better understand residents' priorities, concerns, and overall quality of life. Survey responses are confidential and anonymous. However, a respondent may choose to share their email address if they wish to be contacted by county staff for a follow-up. And you can go to the county website, and that'll show you where to take the survey. And also, do want to mention briefly, this year we did have a snag with our vendor to get the tax bills out. I know people have been calling the treasurer's office. We've been working very hard to get that issue resolved, and the tax bill should be out by the end of this week. You can go online, get your tax bill, you can pay your bill online. You can come in and they can give you a copy at the window, and you can pay it right there in person if you'd like to. We do appreciate the fact that people are calling because they haven't gotten their tax bills and they want to pay their taxes. We greatly appreciate that. But just a little hiccup that we had this year, it's being resolved. And like I say, those bills should be in the mail by the end of the week. And the last item on the public service announcements is an animal of the week. Well, today it appears to be a cat day. A black cat day.
And to come back for Halloween?
Shoo.
Oh, really? Ashley, where are you going? That cat looked
Good
like it
morning.
was taken right to you.
Her dog might not like it.
Look at those babies.
Yes, today I have with me 2 out of 5 of a litter that we have. These are the girls. This is Bendy and Sheila. They're our crocodile hunter litter that we have. We named them after some of them. And they are about 13 weeks old. They've been with us for 9 weeks. They were real little when they came in. Spent a lot of time in foster. They are now available. They have been spayed, neutered, microchipped, and up to date on vaccines, and they are ready to find their forever home. They are exhausted right now. I walked in this morning and they were going crazy playing, and
They are
they
so
were
cute.
having a fun time. Yeah, they're very cuddly.
I don't think a week goes by I don't brag about that shelter.
Well, I
kid you
appreciate
not.
it.
I kid you not. I mean, it is as perfect as it can be.
We do what we can to
mean-
make all the animals comfortable and do what we can to get them into their new homes and stuff.
Yeah,
so.
because it's challenging. I mean, it's so difficult. But
It
I mean,
is.
You know, because you don't know what you walk into from day to day. But I'll tell you,
We have no idea what's coming.
yeah.
So.
But you guys truly care,
Yeah,
and that's where it comes from. So.
we have
what is
we
your-
have a good team there.
What is your free adoption month done for your?
I'm sorry.
What is your free adoption month done for your population?
I want to say so far we've had about 45, 50-ish adoptions so far. I think in the first, I don't remember how many days, first week or so, maybe a little over a week, we doubled what we did last year.
Good.
That's
So-
awesome.
Very good.
That's
Yeah.
so good.
We've had quite a few. Random things like ducks and things too that typically we don't get out very often. Or rabbits are going, like everything is going. It's great. It's
awesome.
we
That's
love
good.
we love that people are coming by and And this will help too, yeah, you guys.
So these cats will be up for free adoption till the end of the month.
Till the end of the month. Yeah.
They're not really special this week, but
But it's still good to get them in here.
it is.
But yeah, like I said, we have tons. We have one rooster left if anybody is interested. He's been with us for a while. He's a pretty cool dude. His name is Cockadoodle Dude.
Is he running the place now?
Huh?
Is he running the place now?
Oh yeah, he's got the barn to himself now.
I figure
So,
so.
but yeah, we have cats, dogs. We have a couple guinea pigs and rabbits. If you can't adopt, you can come volunteer or just donations help. But yeah, swing on by or check out our website at calvertcountyanimalshelter.com. And we hope to see a bunch of people in and get a bunch of animals out before the end of the year.
Free
Or end of the
adoption
month.
till the end of the month.
Yep,
a
free
good deal.
adoptions. So,
All right.
all right.
Thank you.
guys.
Have a good day. So the next item on the agenda is consent. We have 4 items under consent today. Item 1, Department of Public Safety Grant Award for Maryland 911 Board Annual Maintenance. Item 2, Department of Community Resources Approval Request for Memorandum of Understanding with Calvert County Health Department for Healthy Hearts Program Collaboration. Item 3, Department of Public Safety Federal Fiscal Year 2025 Emergency Management Performance Grant Application. Item 4, Department of Public Safety Federal Fiscal Year 2025 State Homeland Security Grant Application. Are there any objections to those items listed under consent today?
I don't know.
Have none. Mr. President, I move that we adopt and approve the consent agenda items today.
Second?
I have a motion and second that we adopt those items under consent today. Is there any discussion on that motion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. That brings us to new business. Item 1, Department of Technology Services, approval of multi-year contract for mass notification system. Director Pereira, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I just wanted to add before I start that I did foster those 2 kittens just before I went on vacation.
Okay.
They're good cats. People should totally adopt them.
I saw you taking a picture and I thought, I wonder if he's gonna show it to his family.
I was like, I have to send that picture to my family.
Oh,
Like they can't
wonderful.
wait. So they've already been blowing up my phone. Okay, so Stephen Pereira, Director of Technology Services.
Mike Grierson, Emergency Manager.
I'll read the memo. Background. The Department of Technology Services, TS, is responsible for the support and maintenance for the software used throughout Calvert County government. Discussion. TS is in the process of renewing the emergency management software for the mass notification system, which allows county agencies to communicate with thousands of residents, businesses and visitors within minutes of an emergency. The system can notify regarding situations such as missing persons, evacuations, law enforcement notifications, severe weather, and water and sewer messages. The current renewal is a contract which spans 2 years. By entering into a multi-year contract, Calvert County is able to secure a $6,582.94 reduction in costs. Fiscal impact. The total cost of the renewed subscription is $109,715.56 for 2 years. Year 1 totaling $54,857.80 is budgeted in the TS Contracted Services account. Conclusions and recommendations. Staff request the Board of County Commissioners approve and adopt the resolution authorizing the 2-year agreement for mass notification system. Staff further recommend awarding the subscription to Everbridge, including the initial contract period and all available renewal options. Coordination, the Department of Finance and Budget, the Department of Public Safety, and the Office of the County Attorney. Do you have any questions?
No,
Chief, you want to add anything?
No, sir. We've been using Everbridge for a while and just hope to continue. We're happy that we can expand it, actually out to some of the other departments in the county, as mentioned here with Public Works, the Sheriff's Office are now using it. It used to just be used by Emergency Management. And for the same price, we're able to push it out to these other departments so that they can make timely notifications. We're happy that they're all using it as well.
So you want to talk about how the notification system works?
So there's both a manual side as well as an automatic side. And I would encourage anybody to go on the county government site and look for Calvert Alert. And through Calvert Alert, that is Everbridge. That's where you can go as a citizen. I have my own personal account as well as my family, as well as being the administrator on the county side. But you can go there and set up what alerts you would like to get. If you want to know when the roads are closing down, and the sheriff's office can notify you when that happens, or when there's maybe a concert in Solomon's and you want to know if there's traffic, being impacted there, you can sign up for that. You can turn it on or turn it off. You can manage that yourself, which is great. The automatic side of that is where the weather alerts come out. And I would say it's important to note those come from the National Weather Service through Everbridge. So when there's notification of timely alerts of thunderstorms, tornadoes, whatever it may be, those come through automatically. You can set up to email you, can text you, it can call your home phone. You manage how you want to get that message. And it's important to note, if you are unable to figure that out, you can call our office and go on the county's website, look up our number. You give us a call, we'll set the account up for you and manage it. We do have a lot of older population that just can't understand how to do that, and we're happy to help them set that up and know that they do call us, and we help manage that for them. On the manual side, know that when something happens that is totally unexpected, we have the capability to reach out to anybody in the county and make quick notification to them, even if they haven't signed up. So just know that we're the only power plant, nuclear power plant in the state. And know that if anything does ever happen there and you're not from here, I still have the ability to reach out and let your cell phone know if I need to tell you a message, and that's an important part of that program. So I do encourage everybody to go there, look it up. It's a great tool. Know also that if you go there, we also have an app that you can use as well. Between the app giving you planning recommendations and that giving you the notifications, you have two great tools there for any type of notification planning that you need to put together for any type of emergencies.
And remind people again where they can go to sign up for the
So
notification.
if you just go on the county's website and look under departments, you can go to emergency management, CMR, our communications, media relations. Folks do a great job of trying to plaster that throughout different areas in our county website. But if you go to the emergency management, under the alerts there, it will send you there to the page where you can sign up for it. And our phone number is right there on the front page as well. If you get confused, don't understand how to go through there, just give us a call. We'll help manage you through it.
It's very helpful.
Yep.
Very good. Any other questions?
Have none. You want a motion, sir?
I believe so.
I move that we adopt and enact a resolution authorizing a 2-year agreement for the mass notification system and awarding the subscription to Everbridge, including an initial contract period, and authorize staff to exercise all available renewal options as they come available.
Second.
A motion and a second. Any discussion on that motion?
None.
Hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you.
Well, I believe that brings us to public comment.
Good morning. To maintain decorum, the Board of County Commissioners adheres to established procedural rules first adopted in 1989 that are applied in a viewpoint-neutral way only to genuinely disruptive or threatening behavior. As an invited speaker addressing topics pertaining to county government, please observe the following guidelines. All remarks and conduct must be respectful and refrain from personal attacks, inflammatory language, or disruptive behavior. Prior to commencing your remarks, please state your full name for the record. Individual speakers are allocated 2 minutes. Designated representatives speaking on behalf of an organization or group are allotted 5 minutes. Individuals seeking to influence governmental decisions are categorized as lobbyists and are required to register with the Ethics Commission prior to their engagement with the board. Thank you.
Currently, at this time, there is nobody on Zoom.
And I see no one in the audience as well.
Thank you. That brings us to commissioner reports. We're going to set a record today. Commissioner Cox.
Thank you, Mr. President. So Monday night, I had the opportunity to give 3 citations out to 3 young volunteers from North Beach. Oliver Fox, Matthew Kaiser, and Ryan King. They all 3 was from North Beach Volunteer Fire Department. And this just goes, so this competition was not local, wasn't state, it was a national competition. And all 3 of these fellows, they competed and won nationally. And it just shows you how strong our CTA program is. It shows you how strong our volunteer program is throughout the county. So thank you for volunteering, and it was a pleasure doing that. Also, I want to keep in your prayers a Pitcher family for losing a loved one. And also, as stated this morning, school starts on Monday, so slow down and watch out for the buses and little kids. Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Hart.
Just echoing Commissioner Cox, say it's that time of year with school buses and everything else, so summer's over quick. Always seems fast, so that's it.
Older you get, the faster it gets too. Commissioner Grasso.
I had numerous numerous constituent meetings. Also, I toured the cab and got to see where my office is going to be. Dan Duval has won a seat on the Chesapeake Beach Council, and he'll be sworn in this coming Thursday. That's it.
Very good, thank you. Commissioner Ireland?
I had the opportunity to attend Mako Wednesday and Thursday. I was able to complete my final class for the Academy of Excellence certificate. I had the opportunity to actually moderate that session. Looking forward to future elective classes at Mako. I'll tell you, I left Rehoboth, went up to the outlets to buy just a couple things. I wanted to get home as early as I could Friday. It took me 4.5 hours to get home from Rehoboth. Every intersection on Route 1, people got in the middle of the intersection, blocked them halfway up. I'll tell you, traffic was an absolute nightmare. To top it all off, when I was headed home, traffic from the Bay Bridge was backed up all the way to 665, and that was probably 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Friday. I told my wife, I said, I would have turned around at least 3 times by now if I was in that traffic. While at Mako, I had the opportunity to speak with several St. Mary's commissioners, county administrators, deputy county administrators, in reference to their transit bus and trying to establish another stop location in our county. We came home, I actually had the opportunity to meet with Jennifer Moreland, and we established some possible locations for that. And just to let those in the South End know that there will be a change and the planning process is continuing. Last night I had the opportunity to speak at the Lions Club at O'Ganigan's at their meeting. They had several questions, good questions, and it was good to see the Lions Club. Their actually membership has grown since the last time I spoke with them. Currently working with Parks and Rec and the Sheriff's Office and other staff and making sure we can improve some of the environment and make some significant changes under the Solomon's Bridge, the boat ramp area. It seems to be not necessarily the boat ramp as much as the pier. There's some issues there that we've identified, and we're working to change those. Our thoughts and prayers, as Commissioner Cox said, go out to the Pitcher family. David Pitcher was a good man. He had a big heart, did a lot for a lot of people. His service is Friday at Waters Memorial. That's all I have.
That's all you have. Well, thank you. I too want to extend my condolences to the Pitcher family. David, I grew up with David, family, friends, and as Commissioner Ireland said, David was a good guy and he could cook.
Mm-hmm.
And when he brought you something, he didn't bring you a little bit, he brought you a lot. So you better have a freezer. But he's a good man. I want to send his condolences out to his family. It's a unfortunate young man, went quickly, so very sad. I too attended Mako last week with Commissioner Ireland. I guess the news I can share is, we've talked about transportation issues at Mako. We do get to meet with the Transportation Secretary and got an update on the status of some projects in Calvert County. And those projects on 231, there are 3 safety improvement projects in design. They told us that day that the intersection of 508 Adelina Road and 231, that project should start next year, where they're going to put in a center turn lane. The project at Mason Road would start the following year, which is again a center turn lane. And the project at Skipjack and 231 would start the following year. That also is a center turn lane. So those projects were supposed to have been done a couple years ago, but due to budget issues have been pushed. I do want to make a comment about Mako. So as you heard, Commissioner Ireland and I went, County Administrator went for a day. People talk about, they don't, the budget, we talk about how bad the budget is. They don't see any changes. Normally, we would allow all the department heads to go, all the commissioners would go, additional staff would go. This year, because of expense in the budget, we didn't let anybody go, except for the 2 of us and the administrator, and mainly because of the transportation meeting where you get to, meet with the secretary and talk about the projects in Calvert County. So it's just one of those things that we did that nobody would notice or, doesn't affect you, but it's something that we did to save money because, we keep hearing us talk about how tight this budget is. This budget is tight. And at Mako, that's across the state. There's nobody in a good financial situation. The state's a mess. They keep talking about a special session in October. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but, next year is going to be worse, although it's an election year, and they always are different in election years. And the following year is going to be even worse. There's no good long-range projections for financial revenues in this state or most counties. So, I don't want to get harping on the budget again, but just to accentuate some that we've done that you wouldn't even notice to try to save money, so. And, we did have a booth, we always have a booth, so we had 2 staff members there running the booth. The theme this year was superheroes, so, staff had a really good idea. They went around and took pictures of different tourist attractions in Calvert County and imposed, what's his name? The guy with the long hair. Aquaman. Had a picture of Aquaman, like standing on a bridge in Cypress Swamp, standing on the beach, standing against the cliffs, holding up a shark's tooth. It was really cool, and they did get a lot of good compliments about the pictures and how well done they were. And they didn't win Best Booth, but they did a really good job. We want to thank them for all their efforts and representing us there. So the conference as a whole, they said it didn't look like as many people, but they said it was almost a record crowd. But you know, it's parking was horrible. It seemed much worse this year than normal. I don't know what was going on with
Good thing
that.
we could walk.
But it's a 3-day conference, and I think we had some successes while we were there. But it's just one of those things that change over time, and we make adaptations as we go along.
Also, you might want to add that in December, Mako will be coming up again, and we will be working together to make sure we watch our pennies
Yeah.
and who will be going. So we're very, like President Hance said, we're being very aware of our budget, and we're doing the best to cut back where we can.
So, and MACO, if you don't know, we use the acronym all the time. It's the Maryland Association of Counties. So it's an organization where all the counties belong, and the city of Baltimore. It's where you work together on issues and gives you some strength. As you can imagine, we do have differences of opinion from time to time, but overall, it's a good organization, and it does have a summer conference and a winter conference, as Commissioner Grafton mentioned, which is in December in Cambridge, and we'll once again have limited participation just because of the budget ramifications, trying to save pennies wherever we can. And just want to reiterate, the Ag Land Preservation meeting is tomorrow night, 7 p.m. at the Harriet Brown Center at 6 p.m. And what else? Community surveys are out, and just be aware of weather. We're in hurricane season now. It seems like we have more hurricanes in September and October than we do in summer. So just be aware, and those people that live in those low-lying areas always need to pay attention to take appropriate actions whenever there's going to be a high tide or storm surge. I think that concludes all my public service announcements today. Someone have a motion for me?
Yes, sir. I move to recess to executive session pursuant to General Provisions Article Section 3-305B1I to discuss the appointment, employment, assignment, promotion, discipline, demotion, compensation, removal, resignation, or performance evaluation of appointees, employees, or officials over whom this board has jurisdiction. And 3, to consider the acquisition of real property for public purpose and matters directly related thereto.
Second?
Have a motion and a second to adjourn. Any discussion on that motion? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Everyone have a great day.